there will be a Kumoa bus. It's actually kind of a taxi, but it's called a flexible transport system. It brings you from every spot within the municipality to every other spot.
Burgenland, was soll ich sagen? Manche sagen die Landschaft, weil wir weit sehen. Tirol, die Tiroler sind hoch, wir sind weit.
There is a number, it's published on the internet. You have to call him at least an hour before. He picks us up from the station and brings us directly to the lake where the ferry is leaving. We just arrived with the ferry down from Breitenbrunn, which took us here to Podersdorf. It's one of the biggest municipalities here around the lake with the most overnight stays, but actually we are leaving. 4 bikes that are reserved for us. And what is offered here by the region is the next bike rental system. They have an app where you actually can locate where the next 3 bikes are placed. You tell them the number which you find here on the bicycle, and they actually provide you with the locker's code. And you just unlock it, use it, and give it back at the next station. Right at the moment we're cycling one of the 2 5-star cycle routes that we're having here in Austria, the Neusiedler See cycle route. So actually 5-star cycle route, that means the German cycling club is assessing this kind of route, and they have a lot of different criteria which a route has to fulfill in order to get 5 stars. It means the pavement must be okay, so the infrastructure must be okay. Signalization, like the signs you see right there in the front, have to be okay. But it's also about resting places, you know. Cyclists have to enjoy when they are cycling.
We are now in the National Park Center, the information center for all people who come here to find out what's to see in the national park. They can book some trips within the national park. They can have any information they need here. We have 2 airports here, so we have also the possibility for people who come from countries which are far away by plane. Then they arrive at the airport, and from the airport they can go to our region with public transfer. We give the advantages, for example, of the Neusiedler See card, which you can use to go everywhere you want in the region by public transfer for free. You get a very big reduction even with the ferries, so you can go across the lake. You get the Neusiedler See card for free if you spend just 1 night, for example.
Here we are very close to the lake. This bilateral area is one of the most important stepping stones for bird migration. Mainly it's a stepping stone for migratory birds between northernmost parts of Europe and Africa. And in addition to that we have wintering birds from Scandinavia coming. Managing the landscape here means to prevent the landscape from being overgrown through bushes and trees. One of the opportunities we had is to use wild horses to graze some land here very close to the lake. They don't need food, they're just out in nature and they stay here for all the year and they find some food even under the snow coverage in winter.
are now in the Dorf Museum Mönchhof. We try to collect 35 and more buildings from this area. The time you can see in the museum is from 1890 to 1950, where it was a really poor area in the northern Burgenland. It's so that we want to store this small town place for the next 100 or 200 years.
The concept behind this store is actually that the wineries bring their wine here and they offer it for the same price as you would buy it at their place. It's a great opportunity if you just stay for a couple of days here and you don't have the possibility to get to all the wineries to taste some different wines.
I think it's that idea of going back to what is naturally growing here, the grapes that naturally came from here, like Blaufränkisch Zweigel, St. Laurent. So. With the cheese we have a fig mustard and chili pepper jam. Then we have 4 different spreads. So we have liver, and that is Leberkäse, also kind of a liver pâté, Angus. And we have Schmaltz, it's kind of fat spread. No. We have 4 different kind of sausages. These are chili sausages, so they're quite spicy. Then we have buffalo. From the Angus we have the hard sausages and the cheese sausages.